Hello, this is Somse again from GamingOnLinux.com and welcome to Verdun. So this is an early access game that came out of early access quite recently. It's a first-person shooter set in the First World War, and I've been playing this game in early access quite a lot, and now that it's fully out, I decided that I would feature it on GOL for you to see, because I think Verdun is a quite nice game, so I think it deserves mention. So like I said, it's set in the First World War, so you'll be fighting mainly in trenches and with weapons of that era. And there are two game modes in this game, so this is a fully multiplayer FPS, so there is no single player, no campaign or anything like that. It's just multiplayer. And you can either play in the Rifle Deathmatch, which is just free-for-all, and there's also the Frontlines game mode, which is like the main attraction here. The Frontlines game mode is basically just you play trench warfare with other people, so you are playing either as the Central Powers or the I believe it's Entente nations, so you know, Britain and etc. And these are your game modes. There are no like other game modes, just these. So no capture the flag or anything like that. But the Frontlines game mode, which is the main attraction, is actually pretty interesting, and we'll be taking a look at that quite soon. First of all, let's take a look at the graphics, etc. Options. Sadly, the game is being a bit loud. I'm going to just drop the music volume a bit. So this is the graphics options here. So you have fairly good number of different settings here. Currently I have everything set to low because this is a Unity title, and sadly it doesn't run too well, so I'm kinda having to run it on low settings to keep the frame rate high. Currently the game runs at like 300 FPS, but it drops quite significantly when we actually get into the game. You also have a field of view slider here, and this goes up to 90. The default starts at around 60 or something like that. That was not too good, but you can get it up to 90 and that should be okay. I've also disabled most of the post effects. I have only enabled anti-aliasing. And you can also, if you want, you can turn off the crosshairs. Let's actually do that. That makes the game a bit more realistic, even more than that, more than before. And then you have your resolution. I'm also playing this game on 720p resolution. The resolution, as far as I know, doesn't affect the frame rate all that much, but it definitely has an impact. And in my opinion, it's better to record games when I have everything like visible to me, like all the recording software, etc. So that's why I'm playing it in windowed mode 720p. I can also show you this. So there's also in-game progression, so you don't get everything immediately. You need to get these career points and level up your profile. So I'm currently on level 13 and I have 31 career points. I'm not quite sure where I've gotten these, but that might be because I have played quite a lot in the early access, and that was before the new progression system. So you use these career points to level up your classes. This game is heavily based around classes and squads. So here are all the squads in the game. So you have the Alpenjäger, the Canadians, Tommies, and even the Stoßtrupp from the German side. And as you can see, I have mostly just played as Tommies and a bit as the Alpenjäger. And here are all the weapons in the game. I haven't unlocked all of these. For example, the where is it? Here. The Maschinenpistole 18 is not currently available for me, because that's quite high level unlock for the Stoßtrupp, and I have not played as the Stoßtrupp well, really at all. And then achievements and medals. You get medals when you do good in combat. For example, here are most kills of same player, highest score of the squad, best advancing squad, and best squad of the match. So there's definitely some like competition going on, and these I believe do affect just a bit, but really you're only getting them for the sake of getting them. In any case, let's actually find ourselves a match, and hopefully we have about 170 players deployed at this moment. This is also in the EU area, so the pings are really good for me, mostly just around 50. So the servers are really close, and you can also play in other areas if you are, for example, in the United States or somewhere else. So here I could join one of these squads from here, or I could create my own squad. This game is probably best played with your friends, so you could create your own squad and just join in, and that way you could maybe coordinate a bit better. But I don't really care which squad I'm going to be joining. I guess I could check if these guys are playing as the central power. So actually I can probably, well, it seems I can't filter these by squads. I could check my friends only squads, so these are all the squads that are currently being played by friends. Favorite squads, nah. But yeah, let's just play. So that button there just finds us a squad with an empty slot. So the squads are basically just groups of 4 people, and each squad member has their own loadouts and their own jobs. So let's see who we are playing as. We're actually the squad leader, so that means we're probably going to have... Also we're playing as central powers. So Gott mit uns. And this means that I currently have a pistol, and I have the binoculars to call in airstrikes, for example. And as you can see, everything is quite desolated here because we're playing in the trenches, and currently our job is to defend. So the Tommies and the French are going to be attacking us soon enough. I'm not sure if any Canadian troops are deployed here. Let's see if I could get into the trench. Maybe I would be a bit more useful here. That's a Mills grenade. So let's actually run away from that, because that's going to explode soon enough. Oh, it seems... I'm not sure what's going on here. This looks like the match has ended, but it's not. It hasn't ended. So, oh, it seems we have caught a bug. Starting around in 17. Okay, so I guess they for some reason they restarted. I'm not sure what caused this, but yeah, this game didn't launch in an awesome state. I mean, it works, but I still have all kinds of crashes. But okay, we have recovered. Okay, and that there is a Tommy, or probably a French actually. Up, we are getting shot at, so we should probably... Up! They are storming our trench. I'm not sure what's happening here. I'm going to just... I think we're just going to beat this guy up. Up, it seems... Okay, it seems that we have all kinds of weird stuff. I think this was a bad time to join. I'm not sure what happened here. I'm guessing that the party time. So okay, so that means we are all invulnerable. Oh, by the way, we need to stay in the trench. Okay, well, interesting. I played this earlier today, and oh no, I think now the bullets are starting to work again. Well, that was kind of bullshit, but okay, fine enough. I guess I'm going to, because I'm here, I might as well just unlock myself a new specialization. So that means I'm going to be using the Grapen Commandant instead of the regular old. So that means I now have a couple of grenades for use with the if we storm a trench, for example. And we're actually supposed to attack here. Let's see if I could pull off a mortar strike somewhere. I'm not seeing any. Oh, it seems we are getting attacked. I'm actually going to go lie in the dirt. Oh, it seems, yeah. I think someone figured that strategy out a bit faster than I did. I'm not sure if we are able to actually get into the trenches. Often this part is the most difficult part of the game. And I'm not the greatest at playing the squad leader. I guess I better deploy something. I mean, I might get a lucky hit. I'm not sure if that was even close to the place where I'm supposed to fire that thing. Okay, it seems someone has a machine gun. The game is actually quite a nice representation of what the battles in the First World War were like, because this is exactly what they were. So you would sit in your trench and attack occasionally, and often the attacks would just go horribly wrong because of mortar fire, the machine guns that they had deployed, or just lucky rifle shots like that one. Let's see if I could actually... I kind of want to play as the Schütze, but I don't think... maybe I should just go for machine gun. Let's actually go for machine gun. And see... wait. I think the... Wait. I don't see myself here. Well, whatever. It doesn't seem to be working all that well. I'm not sure what's happening. Maybe I'm just having the worst luck possible. Okay, so enemy is going to attack. We actually... Oh, nope. We didn't. We are still in this trench. So, all the different squad members here, they have different kinds of weapons. So the Grenadier is... he probably has like a rifle and some grenades. So that's more or less what I have at the moment. But of course I have a pistol instead of a rifle. There's the machine gun person, so naturally he has a machine gun, and the Schütze has a rifle and possibly... Oh, okay, so that was an artillery strike, so that was nice. Let's see if I could switch back to... well, switch to... it doesn't seem to be working all that well. Well, whatever, I don't care. But, okay. Okay. You should probably be prepared for that. You kinda die a lot in this game. Your kill-death ratio is not going to be all that high in this game. It seems that we are also missing a player, but there's an interesting way the game sort of tries to balance games when you don't have as many players. So when either side is missing a player or more players, the opposing team has a respawn penalty. So when they respawn, they need to... it takes a bit more for them to respawn than it does for the other team. So that sort of balances it out, because you die a lot in this game, and having those 17-second respawn times can really make the difference. Okay, there's a... I'm not sure if I could hit anyone with this thing, but at least I can try. Not all that great at the shooting thing. Ouch. Okay, someone is aiming at me with a machine gun. The screen sort of goes gray when someone is shooting next to you. So that's sort of an indicator that you are being shot at. And that there was either a grenade. I think it was a grenade because it was just single. Oh, nope, it's definitely an artillery strike. I should probably help my guys out with my own. Okay, it seems I am either missing horribly or maybe I'm... I hope it's just that I'm missing. I guess I could get the Waffenmeister, but I don't feel like using a... Well, actually, yeah, I don't like the idea. A rifle would be nice to have, but oh, it seems our people are dying, so this attack is probably going to dry up really quickly. We're missing 2 players. Some people are joining in, and the game should balance it out so that we get more players. At least if those guys are joining through the automatic thing. Oh, or so barbed wire. That's annoying. So far we haven't seen any gas strikes, but those are also a thing, so sometimes the enemy can deploy gas, and that means that you need to equip this gas mask, which is also, it's going to heavily, well, not all that heavily, but it's going to limit your field of view just slightly. And yeah. And it's also very hard to see in the gas cloud anyway. Actually, okay, I'm just getting pissed, so I'm going to unlock the Waffenmeister, and hopefully I could get some of these guys with the rifle. Sometimes I've had some luck with sniper rifles. Okay, it seems the game isn't allowing me to use the... I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to... Yes, I'm going to leave. And I'm going to rejoin because it seems the game is sort of broken for me. I'm not sure what's happening with that. But let's see if a reconnection would fix that. It might also deploy me to a different place. So this is Flanders. I'm not sure if we were playing on Flanders last time. I didn't check. The game has a couple of maps, but the maps are quite big, and there's definitely a lot to do on these maps. So what you will definitely see, yeah, this is a different map. This is one of the more open maps. Who are we? We're still playing as the... This time we're playing as the French though, so I'm the guide. Or actually these are in French, so this is probably something like "Guide," and I don't know. I don't speak French. I barely speak German, so I might have some luck pronouncing those titles, but definitely not these. Okay, so let's see if I can... By the way, what are my skills? So if I pull this up, I can get a recon plane. That would be nice. So let's actually deploy one of those once we get the possibility. Of course, it's going to take a bit for you to... You're going to die, my friend. Or are you? I think you died. I think that was one of ours and he just died due to a rifle shot or something. Oh, this weapon cannot be reloaded before the magazine is out. Okay. Let's see if I can get this... yeah, these guys are ours. So that recon plane should help us with the attack just slightly. Actually it didn't, because I have no idea where the front line goes. Well, at least I tried. I'm not too good with the... like the squad leader stuff. Not at all. And I hate this rifle, by the way. I like to... it seems there's someone in the bunker there. At least this thing is very quick to reload. Okay. Oh, damn it. Someone decided to jump out immediately. Can I get something a bit better? so this is just this is the fusil, and this is that just has a bayonet. I might as well just. I have so many of these career points that I might as well just unlock everything. So now we are defending. I'm guessing that we didn't actually break through. So we're kind of having to defend our old positions here. And this map doesn't have all that great positions anyway. This might end up with us getting killed. So let's see if I can at least kill someone. The video has so far lacked that. I don't think I can hit any of those guys. I'm going to at least try and maybe distract them just a bit. What I should probably do is I should get some recon planes. Oh yeah, I cannot reload this thing. Okay, yeah, we spotted some stuff with that, so that was actually useful. So on the minimap there we can now see the enemies. For a moment. I'm actually going to run this way because it seems someone is trying to break through from here. I really wish I could reload this thing without having to shoot it in the air occasionally. Maybe I will distract more of the enemies. Nobody here, so no need to throw those grenades around. Okay, it seems there is someone there because our friends have spotted him. Nope, it seems someone is trying to snipe me. Sharpshooters are a constant threat in this game, and well, almost everything is a constant threat in this game. You can die very easily. A single hit with most weapons will immediately kill you. Luckily we have some of our own machine gunners here. And that there is a gas cloud, by the way. Oh, damn it. Okay, so someone was lucky with their rifle. Now I should get to use the other rifle. I believe I have. Yeah, this has to be another rifle. Or is it the same one? I think this has to be like something different. Okay, so someone is giving us some helpful advice. The community seems to be pretty good for this game. Some people are definitely, well, it's kind of expected that some people are going to be just absolute dicks when you play the multiplayer. But for the most part, the community seems to be pretty okay. It was a lot worse when this game was still in early access, but it seems all the nasty guys either got bored with this game or they have simply been banned. But for now, the game seems to be rather friendly. There's a lot of helpful advice, some friendly joking. And I think that guy is still alive. Nope, he is not. And this is very much the same weapon. Not sure what the point of this was. I still get the same commands and all. I guess I just lost a career point for no reason. Also, I see you. I just can't hit you. But I most definitely see you. I'm actually going to fire this gun into the air. I don't like the French weapons in this game a whole lot. But I don't like the British rifle either, the Webley. I believe the Luger is a lot better. And I like the Car 98 a lot better than the... Well, the Lee Enfield is pretty good. And I haven't really played as the machine gunners, because the machine gunners have a very, very important task, and I don't trust myself with the responsibility of handling that. I'm actually going to send my recon plane over. Hopefully that will make it a lot easier for our friends to set up a defense. And it seems the Germans actually deployed some gas over here. So if I run into this gas cloud, my guy's going to start to cough a lot. That was a nice hit, if I say so myself. And I'm actually going to put the mask on, just in case. The gas isn't an instant kill, but it's most definitely going to kill you quite quickly if you don't put your mask on. I have no idea what might be there. Okay, someone is definitely trying to get into the trench. It's very difficult to say though, because the visibility is quite minimal. There's someone there. I think I killed another one. So they were definitely trying to approach from the cover of the gas cloud. The action in this game is awesome, and even though you die a lot, I haven't like gotten stressed out by that or like annoyed. Certainly it can be a bit annoying when you die over and over again, but I think the gas cloud is mostly gone, so I might as well just take this off. Oh, there is still some gas in the air. You're blinded. You have fallen victim to Xylyl bromide gas, the white cross. Okay, so I failed. So that's how fast you die from gases. Well, I don't think I got like killed by that, but it definitely made me unable to move, and I couldn't really see. So taking my mask off was a bad idea. Okay, so this was a complete. Yeah, it's a different gun, totally. Not like hugely different, but it's at least a bit different. So it's not just a complete waste of career points. I'm not sure what the actual difference is. This gun, the other gun might be a bit more powerful, so it might have like I don't know. I'm not a gun expert, and most certainly not a gun expert in this game. I think there was some random gun up. So yeah, keep your head safe, because this game can get you killed quite fast. I'm actually going to unlock this. Why not? Oh, actually not, because that guy just has the bayonet and no binoculars. I don't see the point. Without the recon plane, it's really just pointless. Our friends are just dying all over us. I think at moments like this, the game really starts to like show what the war is like. When like people are dying all over you, and you know there are these huge gas clouds in the air. People are trying to bombard you alive. All kinds of stuff like that. It really makes me feel like I am on a World War I battlefield. And it seems we are getting attacked from the right, so I think yeah, they have definitely taken at least parts of our trench. So this is very difficult because I don't have a pistol, and I don't have any grenades. I'm actually thinking about, yeah, I'm just going to fire up into the air to get all of my ammo. And now we're just going to sweep the trench. Okay. So now we get to attack. Once again, the game tells you for the most part what you're supposed to do. So if you are holding a trench, once the enemies have like either been there's always these timers. So this attack is going to last 3 minutes and 30 seconds still, unless we manage to get into the trench and hold it. That way we go into overtime, and the overtime stops when the trench has been cleared of us entirely. So when all of the people in the trench have been killed. And when you are supposed to defend, you cannot stay in the no man's land. You are going to have to be in the trench or behind the trench. If you don't do what the game tells you to do, you are going to die, because that's considered a desertion. So you get executed. That's what happens. During attack phases, you can stay basically everywhere up until the enemy lines, but you can't go behind the enemy lines. So the game kinda it keeps telling you what you are supposed to do, and it's sort of this actually, in my opinion, helps the game instead of restricting you, because that means that there are no like random people camping at your spawn, because that's simply not possible. And things actually move instead of just people hanging around in the no man's land, because you are being constantly told where to go. If a defend phase comes around and you are hanging around in the no man's land, boom, you're dead. And in my opinion, it doesn't take away from the experience, because, well, this is pretty much what it would have been. So, in my opinion, the game's... okay, so the enemy is taking heavy losses. That's good to hear. I don't think I wish I had a scope. But I don't think I have any... I might be able to put a scope on the rifle if I had... I'm going to send a recon. If I was playing as the rifleman, but I'm not, so I'm kinda having to work with what I'm given. In this case it means this rifle. And I'm really bad at putting crosshairs onto little pixels, especially from this range. But I imagine it would be a lot worse once we actually got into the trench. I don't think this part is actually possible to attack from unless we really ran down. At least I'm hoping that we keep them busy so that they focus on us instead of the people that are actually making the breakthrough. I'm actually going to use this. I haven't used the bayonet, but I could definitely if I got into the trench. Okay, let's see if I can cross the no man's land. There are plenty of these craters that you can hide in, and in other maps you also have all kinds of other stuff here, like fallen airplanes, tanks. Tanks are of course all destroyed. There are no tanks in the game that are like operable. Okay, we have to fall back. And this is the time when we could get horribly murdered by someone who decides to put a bullet in our backs. But it seems that we are mostly okay. Now we just need to wait until the enemy decides to arrive. I think these holes are a bit too high. I can sort of use them, but not really. Maybe I'm too tall, or maybe these are just at the wrong height. So let's see. Someone has deployed a gas cloud. I can call in a recon plane to see if there are any people in the no man's land. There are definitely some people that way. Sometimes I get lucky shots like this, but it's quite rare. I honestly am not all that great at aiming at enemies. I can provide cover fire, but that's about it. Okay, we definitely need more defenses this way. There are only like 2 of us. I would, if I could, I would probably call in not airstrikes, but mortar strikes. Oh, there is someone there. I think this guy's... Oh, nope. I missed again, and now I'm out. I guess I could run. But I mean, who runs? Okay, that was close. It was a headshot. And someone really doesn't like me at the moment. Oh, oh, oh. Who is shooting? Oh, you. Okay, at least I cleared this bit. Wow. That got the adrenaline running. Really? Okay, I guess we are going to have to defend this side because there's no one else here. But let's not... It seems someone is having fun with the German. Yeah, there's no one here. I guess the attack sort of shifted. It's probably on the like middle areas at the moment. Not sure. There's someone there. Oh, nice. I don't usually get those, but when I do, it's when... Oh, I don't know. Up. I wish I could switch. Maybe I could. Let's actually ask this guy if I could switch with him. If he wants to be the squad leader. He probably doesn't because nobody wants to be the squad leader. There are some people that are awesome squad leaders. They constantly like keep giving you good advice, tell you where to go. But many people just don't want to play as the squad leader because he usually gets to do all the dirty work, like getting recon planes into the air, etc. It's a bit more interesting when you have when you are actually directing artillery fire, but in this case we're just the observer guy. Our job is to keep the trenches clear and keep the planes in the air. Oh, nope. The machine gun got that guy. But that was a suicidal run. Nobody runs like that directly into the machine guns. But I guess it's possible that he might not have known about the machine gun. But usually people keep the team informed about like machine guns, etc. I really wish I had the sniper rifle. Well, at least the scope. Usually the snipers use just the regular old rifles, but... okay, that was not good. Actually, you... Some team chatting. There's also voice chat in the game, by the way. I haven't like used it, and I don't actually remember what the push to talk key for the voice chat is, and I don't really care because I don't usually voice chat in games. If I want to voice chat, I usually use a separate client for that, like TeamSpeak. But there's definitely also that option, and it's probably a lot better if you want to like coordinate a lot more. And this just keeps going. It seems they have most of our trench captured already. This I don't think this bayonet is going to be much use. I rarely get that close to an enemy. It's mainly because I'm at... Okay, the battle is a draw. Let's actually... That was not too bad. And we also leveled up, so that's good. Nice. My squad progress is a 0. That's probably because I haven't played as this squad. But at least we were the best squad of the match. And we got plenty of experience, so that's good. So we actually leveled up. And these are the stats for the match. So you see the most effective squad players, the squads, most effective players, death toll, deadliest weapons, etc. All that kind of statistical stuff that you might enjoy. I want to actually switch to another squad if there are any spots open. I'm going to have to see if I could switch to another squad, because I don't want to play as the squad leader all the time. I want to try the central power stuff instead. Maybe get the sniper rifle. That might be interesting. Let's see if there are any spots open once we load up the next map. Front lines. 32 players out of 32, so that means probably new people. I could change the squad type. Huh. Let's see if our friends are ready to switch to something different. Nope. Nope, they voted against that. So nope, we are staying as this squad. I think I'm just going to go to the Alpenjäger. Honestly, I don't want to play as the French all the time. So this means that I am actually playing. There are actually some Stoßtruppen here. Exactly, I'm going to play as a Stoßtruppen. I find that more interesting. So that means I'm going to have to spend a lot of time respawning, but that doesn't matter because at least I'm getting to use a nice squad. These squads are actually quite balanced. The only difference is that some squads are more focused on different things. The Stoßtruppen are they are an assault group. Carbine, and this is the. Yep, this has a scope, so I'm going to unlock that. So that hopefully I can do some sniping. By the way, guys, we are supposed to move. We're the Stoßtruppen. It seems we also have a squad leader who knows a bit more what we're actually going to do. I'm guessing that we're probably just oh, it's actually a defend phase, so never mind. I'm just stupid and I can't read a map. So let's just keep this trench safe for the moment. I think that's a nope, that's most definitely a Tommy. Okay. Take cover. And I'm also going to reload. I think they shot me with something like the Webley or something because. Okay, that's good. So let's actually find our squad leader and let's follow him. He might know where we're supposed to go. And it seems the squad leader here is actually more knowledgeable. I didn't check his levels, but never mind. I guess we just died. Maybe you should go like lie in the mud like the rest of us. Actually, no, that's not what the Stoßtruppen do. Well, let's see if we can actually break through. And do I have anything? What do I have? I'm playing as this guy, infantryman with a rifle. So this is the most basic loadout you could ever have. Let's follow these guys. At least our our grenadier just died, so no grenades for us. I think we're mostly stuck as just riflemen. I don't even see any enemies, I'm just shooting randomly. That's an enemy. Okay, I got killed by my old squad. I guess that's what I get. Also, this is the unbalanced penalty, so we're getting 3-second penalty due to having more players than the other team. And now I should spawn as the Gruppenhaarschütze. I probably butchered that. But this means that I have a scope. And one interesting thing about these scopes is that they cause the game to, well, tank even more. I'm guessing they used some kind of advanced way of doing the scopes. Because as you can see, the scope is rendered while I am, like, out of the scope. While that's a good thing from the aesthetical point of view, it's kinda bad for the performance standpoint. Let's see if I can find some people to kill. I'm usually a lot better with the sniper rifle, because that means I can just sit around and I don't have to join the bloody attacks. Bloody and deadly attacks. I'm not seeing anyone though, so I might have to switch positions. And I'm kinda scared about that. We have orders, and following those actually gives us points. But I don't see any enemies. I guess we might have just rushed forward so much that we don't actually have... Nope. Nope, nope. Let's jump over the barbed wire, like that, and here we are. We also got some points for retreating, so that's interesting. Because retreating technically isn't a bad thing. I mean, it's a bad thing because that means your team... I can't do that. It means your team is sort of losing at the moment. But retreating also means that you're following orders, and following orders is important in this game. Because if you don't, you're just going to die. So let's see if I could get into a good... I can't prone here apparently, which is stupid because I should be. I should be able to... Yep, I can, but... Ooh, okay. Yeah, I think that's not the greatest thing. I think I'm going through the space-time continuum somehow. But these are not the greatest conditions for me. I can feel the enemy looking at my head through a scope or something. There's an enemy. I missed him. It's a machine gunner. So that was good. So that means I effectively killed one of their most important players. I would have gotten a headshot if that guy would have just stopped for a moment. And I just fired straight between those guys. I think that was a nice shot. Yeah, this map seems to be extremely difficult, so let's reload our 98 and see if I can redo that, because that seemed awfully nice. There we go. The snipers are very, very powerful in this game. Of course, both teams have them, so it's not unfair. Or that's at least what I keep telling me when I am awesome with this. It's probably going to make the enemy team quite angry, because I can imagine the frustration. Okay, let's reload and see if I can move forward just a bit. I'm not planning to advance too much as the sniper, because the sniper is just a painful weapon to use in the trenches. But I might be able to snipe a couple of these guys from, like, the no man's land. I think this is a nice spot. I'm hoping that this... nope. I'm definitely getting tangled. The barbed wire doesn't seem to kill you. It did when I played this in early access, but I guess they changed it, so now you get tangled in it. It's very deadly still, because if you get tangled, and if you stand yeah. If you stand somewhere for too long, you're just going to get killed, either through artillery or machine guns or whatever. Up. Okay, so I guess we spawned. This was a forward spawn. When you advance into the no man's land, you are also going to bring the spawn point for your squad with you. And I see you. I'm hoping that you didn't see me. Maybe you got killed or something. I don't know. Yeah, there's nothing I can see from here. I'm going to have to switch positions. I think this would be a nice place to be firing from, but I don't see anything. The fog kinda protects everything. Hopefully our guys can get into the trenches. It seems our positions are getting shot by artillery. I would have gotten that guy, but because he is now moving, I can't. I'm not sure how accurate the bullet physics are, but it's entirely possible that the bullets might actually you might have to take into account the movements of the enemy. It seems the bullet doesn't hit the enemy instantly. It seems there's a bit of a delay when firing from like this, from these kinds of distances, but that might be just in my head. Fall back again. Barbed wire. Okay, yeah, this offense is not going anywhere. Oh well. You can't win every day. Some matches are a bit easier. In this case, it seems the teams are more. This is not good. I'm missing every single shot. I need some people here. I really suck at this when the enemies are actually moving. I can hit targets that are not moving, but in this case, not much of that's happening here. Let's see. That guy is probably going to die. At least he should, because there should be a machine gunner around there. Incoming enemies, says the squad leader. I am inclined to believe that. I think that was a sniper, but I guess he got taken out. And that was a miss. A solid miss. And that was just the enemy getting shot before I could get to him. You shouldn't be firing at the sky. That's kinda makes your position a bit too clear, and I think that was a headshot. Yes, I'm definitely doing a lot better with the sniper rifle. For some reason I can't really aim with the regular old iron sight. Also, I can't get close enough to actually be able to hit anything with that, so that's a thing. And you're dead. You are dead, my friend. And that there is another headshot. If someone is keeping a count. Okay, another attack. The enemy isn't doing too good. It seems they are not able to get to our trenches, and that's just going to trigger the end of the attack, you're having tons of difficulty. I'm actually further than I was before. I'm actually going to let the machine gunners take care of some of my friends so that I can aim a bit easier. I don't see a whole lot of machine gunners. I don't actually see anyone. There's someone. Or is there? Yes, there is most definitely someone there. Actually, there are a couple of someones. I think they all decided to back down, or they were shot. That's an alternate possibility. That guy there is probably also going to die. Might have already done that. This position is actually pretty good. I think the friend there just got killed. Up there's a couple of these French guys. I don't really see anyone. Might have to change positions again. Up! Damn it. Okay, so some people are apparently trapped on the left side. I can believe that because the left side looks kinda bad. Okay, someone has a machine gun set up, so that's good. I'm not sure if I... Is anyone running into this? Okay, there's a machine gun firing this way. Well, okay, fine. Okay, well at least that helped a couple of my friends to get into the trench. Actually, I should probably have switched to the Greigs Freiwilliger. But, at least we have a breach. Even though it might be a small one. Nope, we definitely have some people in the trench. I'm actually going to run in there because otherwise we are just going to get murdered horribly. So that should mean, based on the map, I'd say 20 meters. I think I'm going to take the risk. Okay, 5 meters. Okay, that wasn't too good. But at least we should be able to spawn as the regular old rifleman. And maybe we might be able to take this trench. Okay, and we are actually spawning right next to the trench. Okay, this place is too crowded. I'm going to find an alternate route. That seems like a way to get inside the trench. Also, it seems like a way to die. There's definitely someone shooting at me. I missed, and because I was prone, I couldn't probably turn, so no way to kill that guy. I wish I had some grenades, but I guess we're going to have to just rely on our grenadiers to do that job. So these machine guns are actually doing a fairly good job keeping the trench clean, at least from this side. Ouch. The enemy is flanking. Well, that's sounds fairly accurate. I'm going to unlock more stuff because I am not running out of the career points. Also, this trench is just getting destroyed. Okay, that's good. And it's a draw. Another draw. Well, in any case, GG. So I think you probably got an idea of what the game is all about. So it's a nice game. There are some problems with the game though. The performance is not all that great, and there are still some stability problems. For example, there are occasionally those weird party time moments when neither side can kill the other due to some weird stuff happening on the server side, I believe. Or the client simply crashes. But other than those issues, the game is actually really fun. And I imagine playing this with a couple of friends might be just awesome time. I haven't played this with like a squad of like people from my Steam friends list or from GOL or anything like that, but I think we might during one of our live streams attempt to do something like that. But in my opinion, this is a very good FPS game. I hope they will fix those performance issues. If they can do that, this is probably something you absolutely should pick up on Linux, because I think it's one of the best tactical first-person shooters we currently have on Linux. But in any case, this has been Verdun, and we will see in future videos and live streams.